would be to have non-staff and non-commissioners on the board. For example, we just had a procedure for selecting appointing a new commissioner. And there were, about 8 or 10 folks that applied. One of them had really extensive experience in the banking industry and in finance. Now, there's no reason why a member of the public cannot be appointed to our committees. That's the way other hospital districts do. Not all of them, but some. So I think we ought to look at the resources we have in the community and not be a closed circle, but draw them in at the committee level, where appropriate. Now, certainly there are committee activities that are subject to HIPAA restrictions, and there are things where the committee needs to go into executive session with just those commissioners present because it's a real estate matter or whatever. But this whole, the DNA of the board should be more transparency, more openness, involve the community, and at the committee level it would be ideal. Now, that's true.
That's the question I'm having for you is, what is this accomplishing? So this looks like Jeopardy. This is the answer to what question?
Well, for one thing, the people that talk to me about it, they say that the board and the hospital district are not transparent and make the decisions in the back room rather than as a result of public discussion. For example,
so this is a potential solution. Let me just check. Because I want to turn
potential solution
to the transparency.
Would be, you mean the purpose of the solution?
What's the problem that we're solving? What is the problem?
Lack of transparency, we've already touched on. Lack of transparency, and that leads to lack of accountability.
Okay. So opportunity for better transparency.
Yeah, Secretary maybe Hagel gave a speech at the Annapolis graduation this year, and he said the primary quality of a good leader is accountability. That is the trait of a good leader. Accountability. That's Secretary Hagel telling the midshipmen.
So is that accountability of you all, of the commissioners?
What do you mean?
Well, because you're accountable to your constituents, you're accountable to your community. So I'm just checking on the accountability.
Well,
so it's kind of across the
well, for example, accountability of the staff to the commission, not commissioners to the staff.
Is it both?
Well, of course, we have interrelated obligations and responsibilities, but there's been too much, like one hospital employee told me, said, I thought the board was appointed by the superintendent, rather than the fact, which is we're accountable to the community. The superintendent works at our pleasure.
That's where you just take the time to educate somebody, because anybody should know that, it's in our voters. So that's when you just take time to educate an individual on helping to.
Well, it's not just one individual, it's pervasive feeling in the community.
Yeah, and I think that education is always, it is just always tricky. It's already come up here. We are crazy busy, right? We are crazy busy, every single one of us. You are super busy, and you take the time to take a whole day out of your schedule to come here to sit through this dialogue, right? Citizens are busy. So how do you answer the question of how do you educate in the way that they want to be educated, not the way that you want them to be educated, the way they want to be educated? How do you engage them not the way you want to be educated, but the way they want to be educated, right? So then you gather that information.
I think the other thing we're not talking about that is really helpful in any engagement, whether it's educational or it's administrative, whatever it is you have to have a certain amount of, you have to do more than just business. I mean, business is important and that's what we're all here for. But there has to be some social time. And I think that what social time does is we see each other real. We have opportunity to accept them for the way they are. The picnic is one of those where if you play, if you interact, if you give staff, both admin and working staff, an opportunity to just talk to you. you're unavailable then.
And social time is connected with the community,
Well, you have social time with community, but also have social time with staff, social time with administration, where you're just getting to know who they are, how they work, how they think, how they problem solve.
Yeah.
Because the only time you problem solve with somebody is when you're sitting in a board like this.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you have to change the individual, you have to think, how does this individual process information? And we have to be willing to change. We have to be willing to say, my methodology is not working. So I need to change how I respond or how I say certain things to my colleagues here, or those colleagues there that I'm still working with to try and provide a better service to.
And I think that
the time bind us for lunch, so let's take a couple minutes to open.
all right. I've recognized over the past several years that the multitude of opportunities for me are out there to make the high school district as transparent as it can. People don't know that all of us have communication availability. Our numbers are out there. Call. If you're going to redo the celebration or whatever else, this is a fire stand, you can burn up. And we can dedicate to health things.
So I'm hearing
And educate on what modern health is. Because I know that we have tried for anything we have asked to make things open and whatever, dinners and all kinds of stuff. You know, we have been people every month, every whatever.
So here's what I'm hearing, is that the secondary role, you think what role, you are ambassadors. You are ambassadors. You are educators. You are communicators. You are information gatherers. You are information sharers. That you bear, each of you, a personal responsibility to go ahead and do that.
I'm glad to give you that, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. So that's the opportunity, is to ensure that that is perpetuated and continue that. What I'm going to do is suggest that we get a pause up for lunch and take 45 minutes. How are you?
Is that the schedule?
I think it works. It works. If it works now, let's do it.
Okay, whatever works.
Okay. So ready? Yeah.
Sure.
So what I'll say for those of you who are in attendance, so that you know, because I know that people have to go and get the bed on what you've got with you, we will commit to a 45-minute lunch so that you have time to go and get what you need. Is that agreeable to you?
No, I'm flexible to do whatever I'm here
Does that work? Okay. So we'll allow 45 minutes, and then we will leave you all if you want to come back and join us back here right at 1 o'clock. For the commissioners. Now we have staff.
Yes.
It's good. How are you? Pretty good. How about yourself? Well, thank you. Glad to be here. Pardon? How's the filming?
It's,
Just keeps going on and on.
well, this is kind of like a last minute decision. I used to do these things all the time. So I didn't get all of my, the audience.
Actually, it's just, it's not the hugest world.
I wanted to talk about it. Right. What's your story?
So, Gene hired.
Oh,
Yeah, he hired me to pay. I paid actually the regular hospital board fee as well.
oh, okay. Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah, because I go to the high school and they have a production club. Have you heard of that? Yeah, I'm in the production club. So she kind of, I guess, contacted.
So you say Gene.
Poland.
Oh, he hired.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, good. So how long have you been doing this?
I've done it. I think I've done it 3 times. It's probably 4, and then I'm doing it late this night too.
And then what do you do? What do you do with the pictures?
Oh, I have some guy that edits them,
Uh-huh.
and then we turn them to a DVD. He makes the DVDs. We also post them on YouTube, and then share all of the links.
Do you have like a website, a specific website that links to you?
No, we just he does whatever he wants. Yeah, he's talked about maybe doing something like that at some point. So that would be cool. Yeah. That's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I have another one. I'm doing the 80s tonight too.
Okay, well we'll be.
Are you doing that one?
Yeah.
All right.
What was your first name?
I'm Kate.
Hey, I'll ask you 3 times.
St. Ray. Scott Ray.
Very good. You get it.
Scott.
How's the film school at Pumpkin Film Club?
It's cool. Do a lot of different stuff. Usually I'm doing more audio stuff, but I do some whatnot too, just to kind of like a little balance. It's funny though, because I'm the only freshman that joined last year,
Uh-huh.
so I'm pretty much almost guaranteed to be the president or whatever. Yeah.
Audio, video, I think video.
Yeah.
You will be pretty much like a native, where you do like visual and you potential people are increasingly sharing their short videos. Okay,
Especially
3.5 minutes.
It's really cool, like growing up during this time because everything's moving so quickly.
It is. Every year is like 7 years.
I'm kind of worried though because I think the phone market might blow up pretty soon.
Telephone market?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because there's too much stuff, there's too many phones.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, like the bubble might burst.
Oh. You're not talking about the infrastructure, broadband infrastructure.
Oh no, that's going to keep getting. Yeah, just the phone maintenance.
Okay.
Is it gonna work out here?
Because so many have rushed into that there's going to have to be a couple of converted.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's going to happen. You see
I
that.
haven't thought of that. I know that Google is making entries.
Well, they own Android, so they own the whole Android. So they really don't care about keeping phones right now. They're such friggin'.
They've got, and I don't understand a lot about Chromecast.
What that is HDMI thing. All it does is like it hooks into the Wi-Fi or something like that. And then if you have a computer device like that can hook into the Wi-Fi, just an iPhone or whatever, you can stream videos and stuff from yeah.
I predict that video phone chats are very popular.
Yeah, I can see that as data finally becomes free, like good 4G data is finally going to be free instead of dial up or whatever. I've Verizon. I like having the good service I had Sprint before. There's the one spot that everybody goes to actually make a call or whatever. And there's the rest of the house that doesn't have any reception.
Yeah,
I
I
have a
think
local
so.
one. Sprint is the only one, the only carrier that has mobile data.
It does too, doesn't it?
Mobile does?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
might.
What they do is they usually have take 2 gigabytes of fast data, which can be like 4G, and then unlimited slow data with dial-up, which is almost completely useless. The amount of speed that people need these days. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff in technology. Kind of exciting. It's pretty cool. They've got, I guess pretty soon, a couple of years from now, they'll have, Ethernet cables have their only 5 gigabytes. I guess they'll be having 10 pretty soon, 10 and 25.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So, consumers will probably never use
So those, that's already.
Don't be too
I'm sure they'll use it.
it's sort of like Murphy's Law. The mess on the table will extend to the boundaries of the edges,
Yeah.
regardless of what.
And that'll be cool for servers and stuff, though. Just like very quickly. Making that steam. That'll be neat. There's a lot of cool stuff in technology.
What?
A lot of cool stuff in technology.
It is. It is as big of a change for hunter-gatherer to agriculture to oil, industrial, or kind of thing.
Like less than 50 years ago, none of this was even imagined.
I was involved in public access television from 1982, and capability. People have no idea that you have rival the best of the local stations that were around at that time. And you are a citizen, and yet you can connect seamlessly to people in real time around the world, broadcast programs, video inserts, there's online editing, there's green screen, that's very comfortable. It's really amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I actually went up to Vancouver the other May or whatever, and what we did is we took studios there for special effects, like visual effects and stuff. So we actually, how Transformers, not real, how those Transformers are real. They have to put them in the
Yeah, of course.
thing. Yeah, so we kind of saw people do that. Yeah, it was really, really cool. Actually, it's like crazy because first they have to remove all the little dust specks off the plate, and then they have to, that's the first thing, and then they have to go through and literally have people remove stuff, especially if there's because what they'll do sometimes is they'll put a shadow character because it's easier to talk to someone that's actually there rather than just telling me all.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, it might help at some point. So yeah, you have to remove that entire person and fill that part in with the actual background. And then, that just takes hours and hours, and that's frame by frame.
Well, virtual reality is kind of,
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's gonna be cool, the Oculus Rift. You heard that?
no.
Oh, yeah.
You're way ahead of me on
It's
that.
like a goggle thing that you put on, and then what it is it's basically a screen, and then it has the two holes for your eyes, separating in between. And what it is, if you look around, it will go around.
I have a friend who got something made on today, and he said it was made out of cardboard. He assembled it, put your iPhone there.
Yeah, that's,
And then we were on a video conference together, and it was kind of just showing what
yeah, that was really cool. I've heard about that too, like Google VR or something like that. I mean, all this is just a cardboard box. I didn't know they had it, right? I thought it was just Android.
You didn't know that it was right?
I didn't know that it was for iPhone.
No, I don't think it was. I don't know if it's for iPhone or not. I mean, this. Did I say iPhone or
Yeah,
just?
it's probably an Android phone
Yeah, probably.
because it's Google and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I heard about that. That was really interesting. It's just where the Oculus Rift thing is just on the other end of the spectrum. It's pretty expensive. It's like $300. This is just a cardboard box, and you put your phone in.
I mean, it'll all be.
It'll be obsolete in 5 years.
It's very, very exciting. I think you should try that hard.
Yeah.
You have editing capability at all?
But stuff happens, and I don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you familiar with Lightworks?
is that?
So it's free software. It's kind of like a professional level editing capability that you can download.
I had Adobe Creative Cloud at
Uh-huh.
one point. That was really cool. I liked working with Photoshop. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I didn't really know what I was doing that much, so I had to watch a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the great thing.
That's what I mean by speaking the language natively.
Mhm.
You're at the point where you can absorb all of that.
Yeah.
I've been struggling with Photoshop. And it's fun, but I'm to the point where I just want to know what I need to do. If I need to do something with it, I want to know how to do that. Explore.
Yeah, it's the first thing you want to know. You just take a picture and just think, okay, I just want to do this with a picture. You just have to figure out how to do that. That's usually how I just find the problem, find what you want to do, find out how
But
to
if I don't know you, but I'm going to guess that you'll explore all sorts of crannies just for the pure joy of it.
I do like to, do that with a lot of stuff. Yeah. What do I? Oh yeah, I want to become a computer programmer when I get older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Bell in Belgium? They have tours. So
Yeah.
that's something to
I actually went to a Microsoft thing the other, a couple months ago. They actually had something out there. That was pretty cool. They did a lot of, they showed a lot of stuff, a lot of code stuff. Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who say that they want to be bilingual, trilingual, English, French, and code.
Mm-hmm. And I can't really get another language. It's really hard for me to learn. I think.
Now, what languages in that, like French or language as code?
French.
No,
I can understand
forget
code.
the French. I was just thinking,
Yeah.
there's a person whose name is Mitch Joe. I don't know. Oh, not really. That was his funny line. But with code, it's really anyone who knows code will be bilingual, and that I think is just spectacular.
Yeah, I'm going to take a class and it's actually, you could computer science. I took the intro course last year, taking AE this year, so I'll learn Java and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Mount Sinai has a lot of opportunities for stuff like that. Pretty exciting.
Well, I'm going to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I see. It's not.
Well, is this for?
Yeah, it's really just for, commissioners and staff that have to be, so, and the short and the was, but it was like, it's like, so, yeah.
That's what this is probably up.
Yeah, what time do we start? Are we starting 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're.
Did you bring something? We'll finish it for. Be there.
Do you know how long that might work? Yeah, I think we got this. Whatever.
The agenda is short. Starts at 6:30.
So they're both connected.
Here's Scott.
I am Scott.
I've seen your webpage.
Well, I'm so surprised.
Well, you're gonna run, you're gonna find out where it starts and start to get everybody's. I was before.
I follow your pages. Well, I follow. I'm not a Facebook person.
Yeah, I have families, so I'm not also looking, not so much. But I try to reach out at the community, some people here.
160 total for the whole day.
It's easy to mention the plan.
60, you say? Yeah.
Well, that's-
Yeah, I don't know, I think we have it. So,
But you know,
we'll share that.
Yes.
so, and, but I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see.
It's taxes, taxes are taxes, blah, blah, blah. So you just keep it and you don't go back.
Also, you know, this is particularly error as well, then it doesn't need their attention. And it doesn't affect the immediate, non-reach resident, you know, that's.
Yeah, I get something like that. It's a huge.
I have never seen how that even has like what things on. That you share this back.
I mean, I agree, there's a lot of houses in there. Now, I can tell you, as a community.
And it's not gone from.
I know. We, when we have this vision of the land use law and the new, all of this, that probably, and, oh, that's.
Okay, that's got this most recent, previous.
Yeah, well, there was a round before the initial round, all the communities did community plans, and Kentucky County and state and we with the, commercial in that area.
Yeah.
So we went down and he had his wheelchair. where we had that big elevator on the kitchen base, and we all had, we built the narthex, I guess that's what they put it between the elevators, and we had coffins, we had stretchers.
They also designed
And we
a
played
full
all
set.
types of rushing of
Obviously,
dance,
you have to-
because we wanted to see buildings. So, and we were all, there were a whole bunch of us, but we won't figure every month's is awesome. People knew how to get to it, there were people, and they all had to do the video business. And that just depends on what the is.
Well, there-
Well, he doesn't want anything, so maybe I'll just say that.
But it's, was conversations come out before, I
Well,
And what do you think?
and maybe I should use, using the photo instead. As a part of issue, you do the photo. And,
If we don't stay on the doctor, they will be okay.
so then, what, your,
I think that's a question that's not, and I think there are tons, if you are public health, I did public health, I mean, as part of my training. And I think there's a role for public health, even without a hospital. I mean, there's a lot we can do, if we're willing to embrace it, if we're willing to do it.
Forgiveness,
Oh, yeah,
from,
education. I mean, even if you did, I go to the lunch and learns that I have, and most of it's from the states for young families that don't come. But the seniors come, they take lunch, and other than this one, it's not, it's supposed to be, that I think the diabetes ones, it's not, which is the last mistake. But what about things about immunization? What about things about how do you take care of your parents when they're in their senior years? What do you do for what they can do stay with you? What school systems do that? Probably alcohol. We take care of it. I was there, talk to all these old people, they're not really dealing, they can deal with, I don't know if I need to get rid of, actually, we're going to have that, we hear that. But, all marijuana was on, but the marijuana was on, it was a good presentation. Until they did get parents, they have to go to 6. Even those fifth graders, the parents, we have to hear everything. So we live in this, we get these, and so lunchtime, they're all over. Well, that's why you can see videos, so those are available, that particular video is available. People can get it, and I'm sure we don't. I'm sure we will.
So, I'm really, that, what the heat of our say.
The one thing about open is a lot of different scale. A lot of this is that non-limited, that's what we're doing. And it's already moving to questions. Most people will just look at the interchange. All people will Seattle or and this one going west. So they're going to Melbourne, they're going to Seattle, they're going to Brighton, they're going to So that's what we're doing. So if we get a hold of it, that's not going to action. Somebody likes coming in, so that's what we identify. Just by virtue of the presence of our power.
I guess I'm in usually something, it's close enough. Is that?
I think that is it. Whether it's our hospital or the healthcare in general, healthcare is going to change. And I've seen, we had, when I was in school in the 70s, the big thing was primary care, one family doctor, and family doctors were becoming much more accessible. They knew what was going on with your orthopedics, what's going on with your pediatrics, what's going on with every little sick person as a whole person, family as a whole family. If you don't get mom something to sleep at night because the baby's crying, or if the kids are all sick, you do it wrong and you do it. You know, we move away from all these specialists. And then you have your community specialists, and then the church happens to study those specialists who can see, if you could have people that took healthcare away from the family. Literally. Seems like it's 7 million. And I'm going to tell you that's for sure. And then the Medicaid plans, they have to protect themselves because the liability insurance going to $2 million to protect them. People make mistakes. To go up there and have surgery and say, nothing is so foolish. And I'm like, it goes off. It's just a part of the so, for his labels, it's getting
Well, I did want to do the reach out.
okay.
I really admire how you do that representation.
Oh,
Because during
thank you.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
I can't tell. So, we just have disease.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Joe. I'm well, thanks. How are you? So, let me just, I'm just responding to one thing. It'll be 3 more seconds.
Sure.
But it's, and then I'll tell you all about it.
So go use the restroom then.
I thought before I put the screen down, you asked me for the movie and that stuff.
Yep, that's good. Ask him if I can come to windows, computer, cell phone, yeah. Yes. The second time, there's Carl down there, and there's perhaps. Yes. You should come to every visit. The law firm has one of the best instruments. Have you really know? Yeah. We, Gary was interesting. We took from the old board investigated and you know, he got into the ordinance instead. But it was a big one. It was like that. Yeah, and he's doing well.
I just got an email on our post. Someone saying, so I had to respond right away.
That's true.
So yeah, I'm getting, it's not a fun yet, it's just, but it's exactly where I want to be. How about? Recently.
So what, right here?
Just because it
I think you ought to, but that's something that needs to come from
And we are, I don't know if you noticed, but we are getting a little bit more
I had not noticed. I noticed that there are, but it's still not. I had to search.
If we can invite everybody to have find your feet again, please.
Thank you.
Where do you think?
Well, I mean, I
But we said that's one of the requirements. Show up
That's
on
right, that's right.
if you're selling.
By the way, it's remarkable,
Selling
gift
water,
shop,
and it's
great
like,
publications
hey,
about the
hey,
Yeah. I mean, we have to have, that's what you're thinking. But then we have one of the little
Yeah, the same thing.
icon.
Then what is the same thing? Look at the fire.
So it's like two. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Pardon?
But
Did I buy?
What did you buy?
those,
Oh, by you? You got more money than I have, I hope you buy me something.
we're I've got this from almost day one, that as long as
Oh, yeah.
at the end of the day, I don't think it's substantive in that, just. It's arrows and other things.
My dad,
Well,